Well, let's remember Trudeau's personal ideological disposition on this. He's at a fundraiser about 7 years ago, and he was asked, what's your favorite government in the world? He says, the basic Chinese communist dictatorship. And then everyone thought, well, this is just, the trust fund baby showing how shallow he is. I think he believed it. I actually think he believed what he said that day. And ever since, we've seen evidence that that's the case. He gave the Beijing $250,000 Canadian tax dollars for the Asian Infrastructure Bank, which has a stated purpose to recreate the ancient Silk Route and give China hegemony across Eurasia and into the Middle East. He has refused to ban Huawei on our 5G network, even as you said, as our Five Eye allies have all done that. When we told him to close the border to COVID in, I think it was January or February of 2020, he said that was racist, of course. And a month later, he closed the border, so I guess he thinks he's racist. But he took a month, and during that time, 60,000 people came from China, including 2,000 from the Wuhan province. And then after all of that, and with 2 Canadian citizens being held hostage in that country, he then decides that the most important procurement that the federal government is going to make since buying arms for the Second World War, that is to say vaccines for COVID, that he would buy them from communist China. Of all the roughly 200 nations on planet Earth, that's the one he chooses to go to. And of course, 100 days went by, and you can imagine all these Chinese officials rolling around on the ground in the Politburo, laughing their guts out at this buffoon in Canada who let them dupe him again. And they said, no, we're just kidding. CanSino was not giving you a vaccine. And of course, we were back of the bus with all the others. But what was going on in his brain at that point? They've got 2 hostages from Canada. They've sent us the virus in the first place. Yeah. They have been nothing but hostile. And yet you're looking to buy your vaccines for the stuff that you're going to put into your citizens' veins. Mm-hmm. You're actually have our Canadian citizens put this stuff in their bodies, and you're going to trust the Chinese government and its state-owned enterprise to produce it. Something weird is going on about the relationship between Trudeau and China. I don't know what it is, and I won't speculate, but one would have to be breathtakingly dumb or worse to repeatedly make decisions at your nation's expense in favor of a hostile power the way he has done.